Okay, hello, good evening to all. So, in today's class, we will discuss basics of linear differential equations of higher order with constant coefficients. So, first of all, what does we actually mean by saying linear differential equations? So, first of all, we should know that what is actually we mean by saying linear. So what is actually by saying linear is that what is about linear? The linear thing is that if y equal to y1x is a solution, then and y2x is also a solution, then c1 y1x plus c2 y2x will also be a solution of the differential equation, right? That is the core motive of linearity or linear differential equation. So this, and also if your in differential equation there are two things. One is the independent variable x, usually we denote it as x, and the dependent variable y, right? Independent and then dependent variable y. So now here this dependent variable y is actually a function of the independent variable x, and this type of differential equation dny dxn plus a1 dn minus 1y dxn minus 1 plus and so on plus any is equal to x, this type of differential equation is called a linear differential equation of nth order with constant coefficients, where a1, a2, an are constants and x is a function of x. So what is actually general solution? General solution is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. So what is general solution? General solution means general solution is equal to complementary function plus particular integral, and this complementary function, this contains n arbitrary constants, and this particular integral is free from arbitrary constants. So what does it means by complementary function? This complementary function is actually solution of the associated homogeneous differential equation, that is actually dny dxn plus and so on plus any equal to 0. Okay, so these complementary function are n linearly independent solutions of the differential equation, corresponding homogeneous differential equation. Okay, and this particular integral comes because of this inhomogeneity in the right hand side. Am I clear? So next is complementary function. So complementary function, it is the general solution of the homogeneous equation that I have already discussed, dny by dxn plus a1 dn minus 1 dxn minus 1 plus and so on plus any equal to 0, and particular integral pi, if v is any particular solution, then dnv by dxn plus a1 dxn minus 1 v by dxn minus 1 plus and so on plus a and v equal to x. So this is actually particular integral that satisfies the original differential equation. Okay, so your general solution is actually complementary function plus particular integral. Let u be the general solution of the associated homogeneous equation and v be any particular solution of the given differential equation, then u plus v is the general solution of the given non-homogeneous differential equation. This is just the schematic illustration of that fact. Since this is u is a solution of the homogeneous equation, so you will get 0, and this is a particular integral, you will get x, and if you operate the operator here on u plus v, you will get at the end 0 plus x equal to x. Next is called linear independence of solution. Two functions y1 and y2, they are called linearly independent if one is not the constant multiple of the other. In other words, the two functions y1x and y2x, they are linearly dependent if for some c1 and c2 not equals to 0, you will get c1 y1x plus c2 y2x equal to 0 for all x in some interval x belongs to AB. Okay, so y1 equal to sin x, y2 equal to cos x, they are linearly independent because you cannot write sin x in terms of some linear multiple of cos x. Sin 2x, sin x linearly independent because sin 2x is actually 2 into sin x into cos x. E की power alpha 1x, e की power alpha 2x, where alpha 1 and alpha 2 are not equal to 1 is not equal to each other, then they are also linearly independent. But 2 sin square x and 1 minus cos square x, they are linearly dependent. Why? Because 2 sin square x you can write it as 2 into 1 minus cos square x, right? And this is just 1 minus cos square x. So half into this 2 sin square x equal to 1 minus cos square x. Linear independence of solution for n function y1, y2, yn, they are said to be linearly dependent if for some c1 to c2 to cn not all 0, c1 y1 plus c2 y2 plus and so on plus c1 yn equal to 0. And usually it is difficult to verify linear independence using this definition. So for n function we have some alternative form. For n functions differentiable y1, y2, yn, if the Wronskian is not equal to 0, for some x or not equal to 0 in the closed interval AB, then they are linearly independent on AB. Okay, so this is actually a theorem, and if f and g are dependent, then their Wronskian is 0 at all points in the domain. Okay, am I clear? So you will just need to compute the Wronskian. And what is the definition of the Wronskian? It is a determinant of the linearly independent functions y1 to yn. They are first order derivatives, they are second order derivatives, and then row wise like they are n minus 1 order derivative. Is it clear? Next, existence of n linearly independent solution. So for the nth order homogeneous differential equation dny by dxn plus a1 dn minus 1 y by dxn minus 1 plus and so on plus any equal to 0, there exists n linearly independent solution. The result is also true for differential equations with variable coefficients under certain restrictions on the variable coefficients. If y1, y2, yn be n linearly independent solution of the homogeneous differential equation, then the general solution is just the linear combination of them. This is called principle of superposition. Okay, this thing is called principle of superposition. So this thing I have already discussed. I will upload the note. You just go through the material, then you will observe that any linear combination of two solutions will also be a solution of this type of linear differential equations. Okay, now mostly we will try to solve second order linear differential equation. Now why so? Why we will only focus on solving second order differential equation? Why? Because most of the differential equations that appear in the engineering science are actually second order. Okay, most of the differential equations that appear in engineering science are actually second order. So our aim is to find, so if y1 is actually a solution of this type of differential equation d2y dx2, here y double prime is actually d2y dx2. Let y1 be known particular solution of the differential equation y double prime plus px dy dx plus qx y equal to 0. Our aim is to find solution y2 of the given differential equation so that y1 and y2 are linearly independent. Since y1 and y2 are solution of the given differential equation, d2y1 dx2 plus px d2y1 dx plus qx y1 equal to 0, y2 double prime plus px dy2 prime plus qx y2 equal to 0, Okay, and now these two differential equations, they are actually linearly independent. So if they are linearly independent, their Wronskian does not vanish, right? Now you multiply the first equation with y2, second equation with y1, then subtract each another. So what you will get? You will get the dw dx, that is derivative of the Wronskian, plus px, that px term, px coefficient term in dy dx, into w equals to be 0. Is this proof clear till now? So this is one of the we will use while proving some theories on linear dependency and independency. So dw dx plus pxw is equal to 0. This is the relation of the Wronskian. Is it clear? So
Yes.
I okay. For my online friends, just for I am giving them 1 minute to just look in this slide. Okay. So here, so what we got is dw dx plus pxw equal to 0. So what will be our w? Our w is actually c e की power minus px dx. Now this w is actually our Wronskian. So if you break the Wronskian, you will get this y1 y2 double prime minus y1 double prime y2. Sorry. This is our Wronskian, y1 y2 prime minus y1 prime into y2. You write it here. Now you divide by y1 square. So if you divide by y1 square in the below, what we will get? You will get ddx of y2 by y1 equal to 1 by y1 square c e की power minus integration px dx. Right? Now, so if you to find y2 by y1, what you need? You need to integration this part, the right hand side. So y2 by y1 will be this, c will be outside the integration because it is a constant. Integration e की power minus px dx by y1 square plus d. Now since we are looking for a particular solution, c equal to 1 and d equal to 0, we can take. So what if your differential equation y1 is given one linearly independent solution? Then what will be your another independent solution y2? Your another independent solution y2 will be y1 into integration of e की power minus px dx divided by y1 square. Right? Is it clear till now? So another alternative differential equation, the linear independent solution will be y1 integration e की power minus px dx divided by y1 square. Now these are just you can write them in terms of operator notion. For the sake of convenience, d dx is written as d, d2 dx2 is written as d square, d cube dx cube is written as d cube, right? Like on. Now this is operators also you can write in product notion. So if you have a differential equation like this type of equation, like d square minus alpha plus beta into d plus alpha beta y, this you can also write into operator notion as d minus alpha into d minus beta y. What does it means? It means that you first operate d minus beta y upon, and then you operate d minus alpha. And this d minus alpha, d minus beta, their order is immaterial. I have proved this. I have given the proof. You just go through it. So they are actually commutative. D minus alpha into d minus beta is same as of d minus beta into d minus alpha. So dn d की power n plus a1 d की power n minus 1 plus a2 d की power n minus 2 plus and so on plus a n y equal to x. This you can write as d minus alpha 1, d minus alpha 2, and so on. D minus alpha n y upon this x. So this thing can be always written like this. And this alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n, how you can determine? Just by factoring the above operator. We will treat this operator as only like a number. Now there are many problems with the associated with this second order differential equation, and that will actually serve as a basic tool for proceeding higher order systems. Okay, so consider d2y dx2 plus a1 d1 by dx plus a2y equal to 0. Write the equation in operator form d square plus a1d plus a2y. Now you need to write the auxiliary equation. So for auxiliary equation, what we will do, we will use e की power mx as a trial solution of the differential equation, right? That is the actual procedure. Now if your m square plus a1m plus a2, this is very easy, you can determine it like this m square plus a1m plus a2 equal to 0. The solution will be minus a1 plus minus square root of a1 square minus 4a2 divided by twice 2, right? Now if your m1 and m2, there are two roots, m1 and m2, this is a quadratic equation. Those two roots are non-repeated roots. Then you need to just write down what will be the solution. So here we have just for 2D only. So the non-repeated solution. So your what will be your roots are real and non-repeated. Then you need to just like if roots are alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n. Okay. So here we have just given for the second order. So if your roots are alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n, then your y will be linear sum of e की power alpha 1x, e की power alpha 2x, and so on. Okay. Now for example, if you have two roots to be equal, say alpha 1 plus alpha 1 and equal to alpha 2 equal to alpha, and this alpha 3, alpha 4, alpha n, they are actually non-repeated. But since you cannot write as c1 e की power alpha 1x plus c2 e की power alpha 1x again, right? And in the complementary differential function you will need n linearly independent copies. So that's why to make a linearly independent copy from the e की power alpha x, this since alpha 1 equal to alpha 2 equal to alpha, you just multiply with x one time. So you will write c1 e की power alpha x plus c2 x e की power alpha x, and then the non-repeated terms. Am I clear? Again, ma'am, are you with me? So hello, roots are complex and non-repeated. So roots are complex and non-repeated. So alpha plus minus I beta form. Okay. So and also there is like if your roots are real but repeated, so you need to just c1 plus c2x plus c3x square. You just for the other linear independent copy you need to multiply with x square. Now if your roots are complex and non-repeated, so e की power alpha x c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. Roots are complex and repeated, then same. If you have roots say alpha plus minus I beta and alpha plus minus I beta, So you just cos beta x, you will need to write, instead of c1 you need to write c1 plus c2x, c3 plus c4x. So if you have say 3 non-repeated rows, then c1 c2 c3 x square, like that. So you have to proceed like that. Okay, next is formation of particular integral. Determination of particular integral. So particular integral pi, this fd is actually the linear differential operator. Now 1 by f dx, 1 by f d is called inverse operator. Note that your fd can be expressed like that. This general method for solving a pi, for example, if you have d minus a, inverse is operated on x. So this the particular solution will be e ki power ax integration x e ki power minus ax dx. Okay, I think that Sarah has already discussed these things. So there are some special forms of the right hand side function. If you have e ki power ax, cos ax or sin ax, like this function, if you are operating 1 by f d e ki power x, then you just your particular will be just instead of f d you take f a. ठीक है. For example, if you have this 2d square plus d, like say d square plus 2d plus 1 operated upon e ki power ax, and then the particular integral will be, for example, e ki power ax, you operate d, you will get a, operate 2 times you will get a square, operate n times you will get a ki power n. So f d e ki power ax is f a e ki power ax. Some thought methods for finding particular integral. So f is the form e ki power ax, and then your f d e ki power ax will be just, you put, instead of f d you put this a term in the f d part, so that would be f a. Now if your f a is equal to 0, that means you have a factor like that, d minus a ki power r, and then your particular integral will be x ki power r by r factorial, because then that means that it has some repeated roots. So x square by r factorial into e ki power x. X is the form of cos x or sin ax. So if you have phi of d square and your this phi d square, phi of minus alpha square is not equals to 0, then what you have to do, 1 by phi d square you need to just put, instead of d square you put minus alpha square. Okay, I will discuss solutions of each of the type, so don't I will just right now just stay with me. So but if phi of minus alpha square equal to 0, right, like 1 by d square plus alpha square sin alpha x, if you put instead of d square minus alpha square, you will get 0, right, 1 by 0. So for this purpose we will, like, sin alpha x, what does it mean? Sin alpha x is actually the imaginary part of e ki power I alpha x, right? Sin alpha x is imaginary part of the expansion e ki power I alpha x. So what we will do, we will use the operator on e ki power I alpha x, and you have that e ki power I alpha x, you have a like d minus I alpha, d plus I alpha. So you can put e ki power I alpha here in this d part. So this will be 1 minus d into minus I alpha e ki power I alpha x. So how we will solve this? This means that this has d minus I alpha ki power r with r equal to 1. So that will be x to the power r by r factorial, that will be 1 factorial. So x into e ki power, sorry, x into e ki power I alpha x. Now if you expand this I alpha x, you will get cos alpha x plus I sin alpha x. So imaginary part of this thing will give you only x by 2 alpha, sorry, minus x by 2 alpha cos alpha x. Because here in the below part you have 1 alpha, right? So that's why you will get minus x by 2 alpha cos alpha x. Okay, so now we will try to solve one for solution, try to find the solution. Okay, so is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay.
I can see.
Okay, so we need to find the general solution of d square plus 4 y square x equal to sin square x. So first of all, you need to find the complementary function. So corresponding homogeneous equation is d square plus y, this is equals to 0. Now, so what will be your auxiliary equation? Okay, so what will be your auxiliary equation? Your auxiliary equation will be m square plus 4 equal to 0. So if you solve, what you will get? You will get m equal to plus minus 2i. So you have complex roots, right? So what will be your solution? So this will be your complementary function. This complementary function is nothing but the solution of the homogeneous OT. So what will be the solution? This will be c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. So this we got our c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. Next, so next what we will do? We will determine the particular integral. Next, our job is to find the particular integral. How to determine? You need to operate this, you need to operate this upon d square 4. In this particular integral, d square 4 you need to apply on sin square x, right? Now, so how we will apply 1 by d square 4 sin square x? See, this sin square x you can write as 2 sin square x, right? This you can write as what you can write? One minus cos 2x, right? 1 minus cos 2x. So you have half into 1 minus cos 2x. That means you can write it 1 by operated on 1 minus 1 by half 1 by d square plus 4 cos 2x. So you have two part. First this part, then this part, right? So we will determine accordingly. First d square plus 4 operated on 1. How to determine? So this you can write it as 1 by d square plus 4 e की power 0 into x, because e की power 0 into x will give you e की power 0, so 1. So now instead of d square you put 0 square, so that will be 0 square into 4 into 1, so just 1 by 4. Now the main part, cos 2x. So this is nothing but 1 by d square plus 4 the real part of e की power i2x. This is nothing but real part of e की power i2x. Now, so 1 by d square by 4 e की power i2x. How to determine this? 1 by d square plus 4 e की power I to x. How you will determine? See, that is d plus 2i into d minus 2i e की power I to x. So this d plus 2i, it does not have any problem, so you write as 2i plus 2i, because here e की power mx, so m is actually I into 2, so 2i plus 2i you have written, but here it will create problem, so keep it as it is now. So this becomes 1 by 4i into d minus 2i e की power I to x. So that is 1 by 4i, sorry, I have telling I, but I am writing factorial. So that is 1 by 4i into x की power, so this is like d minus I की power 1, so x divided by 1 factorial into e की power I to x. This is 1 by 4i. This is again cos 2x plus I sin 2x. So your imaginary part is actually, your real part is actually 1 by 4 sin 2x, and your imaginary part is minus I by 4 cos 2x. Is it clear till now?
Yes.
Now, so your ultimate was half, your particular integral is half into what you will get pi here, this is 1 by 4 this 1 by 4, and here you get the real part to be this, right? So you will get the particular integral as half into 1 by 4 plus this 1 by 4, this is half into 1 by 4, here also minus half, and from here on you get real part is 1 by 4 sin 2x, but there is one minus sign, 1 by 4 sin 2x, so you get 1 by 8 minus 1 by 8 sin 2x, right? Now you can also cross check it. How? You can always cross check it. See how to cross check? See, you have, so you, how to cross check? So you have this, you operate the original operator d square plus 4 into 1 minus 8, you operate the original operator. So first you need to operate d square plus 4 on 1 by 8, what you will get? If you operate d square plus 4 on 1 by 8, what you will get? You will get 1 by 2, and here you will need to operate d square plus 4 on this minus 1 by 8 to sin 2x. If you take derivative d square 2 times derivative on sin 2x, you will get minus 4 sin tx plus 4 sin 2x. I did some mistake. Just give me a some minute. Okay. I made some mistake. What is that mistake? So that is this X guy is there, right? Which I have not written. This X guy is sitting quietly here. So this type of mistakes do happen in life. So that is X by 4. This is Ix. So you'll get here X need to multiply on X by 8. X sin 2x you need to multiply it. First multiply 1 minus 1 by 8. This X, first you apply now here you determine d square sin 2x. So that means d of x sin 2x, d of x sin 2x. This is d of x sin 2x is nothing but sin 2x plus next once again if you apply minus cos 2x plus 2 cos 2x plus minus 4x sin 2x. This will cancel one another, so that will be minus 4x sin 2x. Did I make any mistake again? Yes. So d of sin 2x will be 2 cos 2x plus here once again 2 cos 2x minus that will be 4x sin 2x. So 4 cos 2x minus 4x, 4 cos 2x minus 4x sin 2x. So now here we will get 4 cos 2x minus 4x sin 2x, and this 4 operated on this, so you will get 4x sin 2x. Once again these two cancel each another, so that will be half into half cos 2x cos 2x. So that is just sin square x. Is it clear? So that is how you can cross check the equation, right? Okay, so okay, so this is our answer. So we have like solved one problem, 1 by 8, 1 minus x sin 2x is our answer, and I also cross checked the solution. Next these two formulas we will mostly use. One is the Taylor series expansion of 1 plus x minus inverse, 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube, and this 1 minus x minus 1 is actually all the terms are plus. Okay, Next, it is also a very famous example, that x is e की power x v, where v is any function of x, 1 by f d e की power x v equal to e की power ax by 1 by f d plus a into v. So what it will happen, if your e की power ax will go outside this, it will create some, it will keep some effect, it will give some effect on the fd part. How it will give the effect? It will just in plus a, your fd will become fd plus a, right? Okay, next is this problem. If you have you need to determine particular integral of this type of 1 by f d is your operator. You have e की power ax into some vx, then this e की power x will go outside the bracket, but it will keep some effect on fd. This is actually our working formula, and I have one problem, that is this is the problem. Evaluate. So this is our problem which we want to solve. Evaluate 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2 e की power 2x sin x. How to solve? See, this particular integral we have to solve. How to solve? See, so we will use just what we have written in the first part. So 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2 e की power 2x sin x. What we will do, this e की power 2x will go outside, and this d you need to replace with d plus 2. Then it is applied on sin x. So this is e की power 2x, that will be d square plus 4d plus 4 plus 3d plus 6 plus 2 sin x e की power. Next you need to d square plus 4d plus 7d plus 12, sorry, sin x. Now we know that if you put instead you replace d square by -1, it will not create any problem. So your replace it by -1 square plus 7d plus 12 sin x. So what you will get? You will get e की power 2x 7d plus 11 sin x. Now what you will do? E की power 2x we will multiply with 7d minus 11, 7d plus 11 both side, why we are multiplying it? To make the term d square appear. So this is 49 d square minus 121 sin x. Now your life is easy. E की power 2x 70 minus 11 with this use d square as minus 1 minus 1 to 1, but still you have problem. You have to operate on the numerator. So that will be 7 cos x minus 11 sin x minus 49 minus 1 to 1, 11 sin x minus 7 cos x divided by 170. Ma'am, are you also solving with me? Then you will get this answer, no problem. Right? E की power 2x by 1 by 70. So just quickly go through it what I have done. So evaluation of 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2 e की power 2x sin x, 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2 e की power 2x sin x operated. Use e की power 2x you kept outside, then its effect will be fd plus 2. You substitute d with d plus 2, then just some simple algebraic calculation. First we have replaced d square with minus a square, then we have done like 7d plus 11, it will be multiplied with 7d minus 11. Then again we got d square, we have instead of d square I have kept it as minus 1. So that is just 70 minus 11, 49 minus 1 minus 121 sin x. So that will be 7 cos x minus 11 sin x minus 49 minus 1 will be 11 sin x minus 7 cos x by 170. So that is our first problem is done. Now if so this is our problem. 1 by ft xp equal to x into 1 by ft v minus f prime d by so if instead of you have product of x into some function v is a function of x, then the particular integral will be x into 1 by ft v minus f prime d by ft whole square into v. So based upon this formula, just looked upon this formula, it is very easy. I will upload the note, so there is no problem about that. So this we will solve based upon the above formula. This is 1 by So what is your x? Your x, and you have product with sin x. So first you will be x square d square. Also there is other way. I will also discuss the other way. Okay. Sin x your f prime d will be 2d minus 2. Your f d whole square will be d square minus 2d plus 1 whole square upon sin x. So x, instead of d square put minus 1 minus 2d plus 1 minus this d square put as minus 1 minus 1 square plus 1 whole square sin x. So above you will get x minus of 2d sin x minus 2d minus 2 divided by minus 2d whole square sin x. So this will be x, and 1 by d means you have to integrate sin x, because d operator, the inverse of d operator is integrate once. So sin x, your integration will be minus cos x. So this will be 2 into d minus 1 divided by 4d square to sin x. You will get x by 2 cos x, minus that will be d minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 square sin x. X by 2 cos x minus that will be plus d minus 1 is operated 2 d minus 1 is operated on sin x. So that will be sin x, the derivative will cos x minus sin x by 2 . So what will be your answer? Your answer will be half cos x, x plus 1 minus half sin x. So this is the answer. See, this is actually the answer. Got it? Next we will discuss the next we will discuss Euler-Cauchy type differential equation. So what is called Euler-Cauchy type differential equation? A linear differential equation of the form x की power n dny by dxn plus a1 x की power n minus 1 dn minus y dxn minus 1 plus and so on a n y. So these type of differential equation are called Euler-Cauchy or Cauchy-Euler type differential equations. They are linear differential equation with variable coefficient, but you can always reduce this to a differential equation having constant coefficients. Okay, so you can always reduce this linear differential equation to a differential equation having constant coefficients. So what, for this purpose, just look into this Cauchy-Euler type differential equation purpose. So for this purpose, what we have to do, we have to just substitute. And what is that substitute? That substitution is, we will substitute x as e की power z or z equal to ln x. Then just utilization of chain rule will give, will replace, for example, if you have x dy dx, your x dy dx will be replaced as simply dz dx. You have x square d2y dx2, that will be replaced as d2y dz square minus dy dz. So these type of differential equations are called Cauchy-Euler type differential equations. Okay, so you just look in this differential equation. You just look in this first. I will discuss the problem, no problem. Just you first discuss the differential equation. Am I clear?
Yes.
Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes. I did two kind of this equation in the assignment number 6.
Okay, very good. Okay, so if you have x की power n d की power n, just proceed in the similar way. You will get d1. I usually don't write d1 as this operator. I will write as theta. So you can write it as x की power n d की power n as theta into theta minus 1 into theta minus 2 into theta minus n plus 1, where theta is actually dy dz. ddz. Now there are also equations, they are reducible to Euler-Cauchy type. For example, you have a plus bx की power n. Okay, so then there is no problem of using direct substitution, such as a plus bx, you use substitution as a plus bx as directly as ln z, ln of a plus bx as z. Then also you can proceed similarly, there is no harm in it. Okay. This b will actually you have to just divide below. That is nothing like a1, just b, you substitute it as v, and then first use v, and then once again you use z as equal to ln v. Then also you can similarly proceed Euler-Cauchy form and you can solve it. So there are two types of transition. First you need to substitution a plus bx at some v, and then you need to substitute v as you need to take one more substitution as z equal to some ln v. There are many methods in differential equation, like method of variation of parameters. So consider the following second order non-homogeneous. So up to Euler-Cauchy I think it is clear. You need to just use 2 times substitution. I will solve. I think I have problems based upon this. Consider the following second order non-homogeneous linear equation. These are okay, variation of parameters. I think I have the proper theory, so I will not discuss the theory at first. So if you have this type of differential equation, d2y dx2 plus a1 y dy dx plus a2 dy equal to fx, then your differential equation will look, the solution of the differential equation will look like d1 y1 plus d2 y2. This d1 d2 are arbitrary constant, plus y1 into minus y2 fx by w into dx plus y2 into y1 fx by w dx. This w is nothing but the Wronskian. Okay, so we'll also solve one variation of parameter. There is one typo here, there will be general solution. Okay, it is just general solution. Okay, so now it is time to solve some questions based upon what I have discussed today. So just read the first question. Is my screen visible right now, ma'am? The question is visible?
Yes, this is assignment number 6.
It is in assignment number 6, this problem. Okay. Okay, so consider the following solution space. So this is a solution of some differential equation, x square plus x cube x की power minus 2 and q is 1 into x square. So which of the following statements is true? P and q both are dependent. So you cannot write one as a linear combination of the other two in both the cases. So they both of them are linearly independent. You can also determine by checking the Wronskian, like for x square x cube minus x minus 2, it will be like x square it is 2x, it is x cube 3x square, it is x minus 2, it is minus 2x minus 5, 3, 2 and 6x and 6x minus 4. Okay, so is it clear, right ma'am, this problem?
Problem is clear for me. You have to find the Wronskian and verify if the Wronskian is different from 0.
Yes, very good. Also you can directly tell, like you cannot express any of the terms in terms of the other two. You cannot write x square as a into x cube plus b into x minus 2. So that is how also you can directly tell. Okay. Next problem is this. Okay. Ma'am, try this problem.
Let me see. Just a moment.
Please write down first the problem. What is the solution of the differential equation d cube y by dx cube? Once you have, ma'am, first
Okay,
yes.
I think it's the first one. A. Answer A.
Okay, let's solve. So what is your differential equation? Plus 3d square y plus 6x square minus 4y. This is x. We need to solve this equal to x cube. So first you need to determine the auxiliary solution. Sorry. Auxiliary equation. So what will be your auxiliary equation? M cube plus 3m square minus 4 equals to 0. You need to use, so that you can write as m minus 4 m square So this is your problem. So your roots are 1, minus 2 and minus 2. So you have these two repeated. So what will be your solution? First, c1 e की power x plus c2 plus xc3 e की power minus 2x. This is the solution. So the first one is answer, this one, y equal to c1 e की power x plus c2 xc3 e की power minus 2x. Next, this is this problem. Which of the following is a solution of the differential equation d2y dx2 minus 4y sin 2x? So this is very easy one. Okay, so that you can write as d square minus 4 and there is, it will not create any problem. So which of the following, I am just giving 1 to 2 minutes. Just first okay, okay. So this is, first you need to solve the complementary function. You solve this first, and this solution is very easy. YCF stands YCF stands for the complementary function. So this is c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. Next you need to find the particular integral. What is your particular integral? 1 by,
Sorry, I think the is not the imaginary solution because the
yes. I think I have written the wrong one, sorry. Just check me, cross check. Yes, sorry. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. E की पावर 2x e की पावर minus 2x t. Excuse me. Excuse me. So this is d square minus
Bless you.
d square minus 4. So here you just put, instead of minus d square, put minus 2 square. So this particular integral is very easy, right? This is just minus 1 by 8 sine 2x. Okay, so you have two solution. First of all, the general solution. First of all, the general solution. So for general solution, you need to add the complementary plus y the particular integral, and your YCF you get c1 e की power 2x plus c2 e की power minus 2x. Your YPI is this, and also your particular solution. This is minus 1 by 8 sine 2x. This is 1, this is 1. So this is 1 and also this is 1. So what will be your answer? The answer is B and C. Okay, your answer will be B and C. Next problem. What is the particular solution of d squared minus 2d cube plus d square y equal to x cube? Okay, this is also we will solve, no problem. Okay, so this is our problem. We need to find particular integral of d4 minus 2d cube plus d square y equal to x cube. Ma'am, can you solve it?
Not yet.
Okay. d square. This is operated upon x cube. So you take 1 by d square outside, so you will get d square minus 2d plus 1, that is operated upon x cube. This is 1 by d square into, you can write it as d minus 1 whole square, so you can write it as 1 minus d into 1 minus d x cube. We will not integrate first, we will first differentiate. Okay, to make the problem more easy, then it is 1 minus x cube. Now we will use the use 2 minus d we should not write there, there is nothing, it is just into. So 1 minus d minus 1, you use the Taylor series, only up to 3 times. Why? Because you are operating on x cube. If you take d4, you will simply get 0, and addition of 0 will give you nothing. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 minus d, this is x cube plus 3x square plus 3x, sorry plus 6. Once again there are only, so you need to write it as 1 plus d plus d square plus d cube operated upon x cube plus 3x square plus 6x plus 6. Once again 1 by d square. So first apply upon 1. So if you apply upon 1, you will get only this back. Then you apply d. If you apply d, you will get 3x square plus 6x plus 6. Now you apply d square. If you apply d square, you will get 6x plus 6. You get apply d cube, you will get only 6. So now you have add them all. You have x cube term only once, you have square terms twice, you have 6x thrice, and you have 4 times, so that will be 24. Now you need to apply 1 by d square operator. If you apply 1 by d square operator, you have to integrate each term twice, so that will give you x to the power 5 by 20 plus x की पावर 4/2 plus 3x plus 12x square. So this is the answer. Answer is B. X की पावर 5 divided by 20 plus x की पावर 4/2 plus 3x. Sorry, there will be 3x cube plus 12x square. This is your answer. This is your answer. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes.
Question 5. Consider the differential equation d square into t square plus d plus 1y equal to 0. Which of the following is the solution of the differential equation? Ma'am, please give a try to this problem. Answer is A.
Okay, we try.
Just try right now. It is, and the answer is already given. So you need to just
Okay. Okay. So the solution is the number 1, but I have to find y.
yes. You first find the auxiliary equation and then proceed accordingly. You find the auxiliary equation and then find the roots of the auxiliary equation. Okay. It is very easy. First you have to solve d square equal to 0. Okay. So
Yes,
this
two solutions are 0. So we have two solutions that are 0 and one complex solution, conjugate solution.
yes, one complex conjugate. Yes, very good. So for this auxiliary equation will be m square into m square plus m plus 1 equal to 0. For m square equal to 0 you will get m equal to 0 0 solution. So for m equal to 0 you will get just c1 plus c2x, because e की power 0x will give you nothing, 1. And next plus your conjugate roots will be minus half plus minus square root of 3/2. So when you solve m square plus m equal to m square plus m plus 1 equal to 0. So this question is done, right?
Yes.
So we will move to the next problem. This is just the Euler-Cauchy type differential equation. So Euler-Cauchy type differential equation here, you subtract which of the following is the solution of the differential equation x square d2y dx2 minus x dy dx plus y equal to 0. You just use x square. Yes, x equal to e की power z transformation, and then that will actually give you theta square minus 2 theta plus 1 operated upon, like if that you consider as d, that d dz. So from there on you can actually find out that the solution will be, you will get repeated root, 1 will be the repeated root. So in terms of z you will get that c1 plus c2z into e की power z, and z is actually ln x. So from here on we can just get this solution to be the answer, right ma'am? Okay, so it is already hint is given. So move to the next problem. So again we have a Cauchy-Euler type differential equation, x square d2y dx2 plus 4x dy dx plus 2y equal to x. Now which of the following statements is true? So we have to solve it. So this is nothing but just finding the solution of the actually the differential equation. So it is just written in some different language. So first, this is just a Euler-Cauchy differential equation. So
it's also an Euler equation, but we have something different. I'm just not sure if we have a Bernoulli equation, differential equation.
okay, let's proceed first. So x squared d2y dx2 plus 4x dy dx plus 2y equal to x. Bernoulli differential equation comes in actually one first order. It is second order problem, ma'am. It is just Euler-Cauchy. So
okay,
you need to just substitute x equal to e की power z. Assume that this operator theta is ddz. So what do we know? X square d2 dx2 is actually theta into theta minus 1, and your x ddx x ddx is actually theta, right? So you need to just replace. So we will get theta into theta minus 1 operated on y plus 4 theta y plus 2y equal to e की power z. Power set. Okay, so that will give you theta square y plus 2 theta y plus 2y equal to e की power z. Theta square y plus 2 theta y plus 2y equal to e की power z. So first you need to find the auxiliary equation. It is nothing but m square plus 2m plus 2. That is actually m equal to minus 2 plus minus square root of 4 minus 8 divided by 2. It is minus 2 plus minus 2y divided by 2 will be minus 1 plus minus I. So your YCF z equal to e की power minus z into c3 cos z plus c4 sin z. c3 cos z plus c4 sin z. Now you need to find the complementary integral, so sorry, particular integral. This is actually 1 by theta square plus 2 theta plus 2 applied upon e की power z. Now you just put 1 here, so that will be e की power z divided by 1 plus 2 e की power z divided by 5 will be the answer. So your complete solution will be, your y will be e की power minus z this c3 I have just used. You can use another notation also. I think that either the question is I think that some problem in the question. There might be some wrong information here. Okay, so I think that there is some wrong information in this problem. Ma'am, this problem there is some wrong information. This problem don't solve. This problem has some wrong.
Yes,
Yes.
I think so.
So this problem has some wrong, but still I will solve it. So here you just substitute, instead of z you put log x, then you will get the answer. So I am just writing it as mistake in that. I'll just give me some time. I just put some sorry step in this problem. Maybe some typos. Okay, so what is the solution of the differential equation x cube y triple prime plus 2x squared y double prime plus 2y? So this is once again a Euler-Cauchy type differential equation, right? You just write it as this operator x cube dq by dx square will be changed into theta minus 1 into theta minus 2. This 2x squared x squared d2y dx2 will be changed into theta minus 1, and that 2y will remain into 2y. Then this problem is, I think, easy. This you can easily tackle. No need for solving this problem. There is no basic need for solve this problem for myself. So here you just use the techniques of Cauchy-Euler formula and you will get the answer. I will upload one book today, differential equation book, in my portal, so that you can also solve some more problems. Okay. This problem is also very easy. So you have just need to find particular integral, the particular integral, and then so particular solution will not contain any arbitrary constants. So this is actually e की power ax into v type, and what is your v? E की power ax is e की power 2x, and your v is x cube plus x. And y, this operator is on d minus 2 whole square, right? So d2y dx2 minus 4 dy dx plus 4y. So that will be d minus 2 whole square. And this d minus 2 whole square, when you take this e की power 2x outside, this d minus 2 whole square will become d square, right? Then you have to just integrate twice this x cube plus x term. So that will be e की power 2x x to the power 5 by 20 plus x cube by 6. You have integrate twice. So this will be the answer. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear. Because now it's clear because it is in the left we have a second differential equation, and the other. Now it's easy. Now I don't have problem in this kind of exercise.
Okay. Okay, so this problem I think ma'am has already solved. So this is nothing I have also right now discussed. So let's move to the last problem of today's class. This is the question number 10. Okay, so how to solve this equation? let the particular integral of the differential equation d2y dx2 plus is
Yes, this is a particular, so the variation of parameter. So we have to.
yes very good. You have to use just very nice, ma'am. You have to just solve the using variation of parameter. Very good. So you have to just use variation of parameter. Very good. So yp is of the form this. So you need to find v1x and v2x.
Yes, the two parameter. Yes, because the solution is cos alpha, cos ax.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just put v1x v2x. So you have to just, this is actually the condition of variation of parameter. So then v1 prime cos alpha x, you will get v2 to be x by a actually. Is sec alpha x. You can also, the variation of parameter I have already discussed that your it will be like the particular integral will be this cos ax is giving you a hint. So your v1 will be minus of sin ax into sec ax divided by the Wronskian of cos ax and sin x. It is just 1, and then it will be tan ax. That is how you can actually proceed in this problem, just by using variation of parameter. So this is all for differential equation part, and I have also some assignments for you. I will upload these assignments. I have many interesting problems. Okay, I have many interesting problems. So there are this differential equation that eliminate the arbitrary constant from this, then every solution. Last year also I have taught engineering mathematics 1, so I have the tutorials of that course. Find an integrating factor and then solve. Integrating factor of the form x ki power p y ki power q, and then solve these differential equations. Use linear transformations and solve these different initial value problems. Then there is this question of Bernoulli equation. Okay, Riccati equations.
Okay, where I can find this problem?
Okay, there are miscellaneous problems based on many problems first order. There are also this type of problems, the homogeneous linear equations with constant coefficients. We have this type of problems also, the homogeneous linear equations with constant coefficients. We have that also. Then we will have some do yourself problems. Many problems I have. You can actually really solve these problems. I will upload these problems. There are also like the roots of the auxiliary equation corresponding to a certain 10th order homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficients are 4 2 plus 3i 2 minus 3i 2 plus 3i 2 minus 3i 2 plus 3i 2 minus 3i. You have to write the general solution. Similarly, roots of the auxiliary equation are this. So there are 4 repeated roots, then 2, 3 and 4 are some non-repeated roots. Then there are 3 plus 4y, 3 minus 4y, 3 plus 4y, 3 minus 4y appearing 3 times. You have to find the general solution. This type of problems, given that sin x is a solution, you have to find the general solution. Okay, e ki power x sin 2x is a solution, you have to find the general solution. The non-homogeneous linear equations with constant coefficients, here you have to play with particular integral. Also some do yourself sort of problems. All the things, I think whatever we have discussed till now, okay, you can apply them and just solve, right? This question 26, question 27, you have to solve the initial value problems like this. There are some Cauchy-Euler equations, you can also solve them. These Cauchy-Euler equations. Then also you have some do yourself problem. You have to find the general solution of each of the differential equation. All of them are homogeneous Cauchy-Euler differential equations. I hope that you can solve these problems. They are not that much tough, right?
Yes, thank you.
So these are the slides. I will upload them. Then there are some initial value problem on assignments, and then you can actually solve them on your own. So this is some assignments I will put in the my domain. I have also given this in the last year engineering mathematics course. So I will upload these assignments. So this is till now we have discussed differential equations.
Okay, so thank you so much, and see you in the next lesson.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.